Welcome back! You're watching Mojarto on Art. In the world of Mojarto this week, we meet an abstract painter who makes really impressive works, but he's never used a brush. How? Let's find out.
What is an art? Here and here connects together and you look at it beautiful. That's art. इससे बड़ा कोई know-how नहीं है. कोई भी चीज को आप देखेंगे, if you look at something and you say stunning, that's all is art. Anything that reaches to the epitome of your end is very spiritual. Similarly, when you start an empty canvas and you reach to that end, it is very blissful experience.
Bharat Thakur is an abstract artist who makes his joyous, explosive works without a brush. Instead, he uses his bare hands, rollers, even his feet and nails. He doesn't only meld this flexibility and spirituality in his artworks. Thakur is also a renowned yoga instructor.
Yoga did inspire me because movement, arm movement. So you will see there is a dynamics in most of my work. There are a lot of dynamic movements and it's very controlled. Like in yoga, you control the movement of the body. Similarly, in most of my artwork, you will see that controlled movement. Every canvas you grow, and each canvas really leads you to the next step. Like for me, I paint minimum 15 to 18 hours a day at one stretch. I like abstract other than figures because in figures, anyone can reproduce it. Abstract is very difficult to reproduce because it's millions of strokes that will make that painting happen. So if you see Mona Lisa, do a square and you can copy Mona Lisa. But try to copy abstract artists, those bounds and bumps they create with the real paint. It's beautiful. You know, I'm the only artist I want to be where none of my artwork should say he's that painter. I want to challenge my style, my pattern. Like for example, you've seen this too and you will see many more right now. What I will do today will be entirely different from anything I've done in my life. You know, there where it was like, is this the same artist? Has he done this also? You know, if you bounce and proceed with that velocity, you know, you will be always respected as a great artist.
Bharat Thakur's expressive, layered works are available on mojarto.com. Now, of course, mojarto.com has thousands of prints and original artworks by artists like Bharat Thakur. But you can also get some really beautiful and unique home decor items on the website. Let's check out a few of these from the brighter side.
The brighter side creates creative hanging lamps, floor lamps, wall lights, all sorts of decorative lights. And we sell unusual stuff, which is a little unusual, yet it is affordable for the people. And it's not a general design, it's like little hatke design that they want to have in their house. It's for everyday use because you want your home or your room to look beautiful. it's an art form, but certainly it's affordable. I mean, when you talk about designer products or the design, the moment there's art comes in picture, it's always people perceive it as luxury, or people perceive it as something that is not people like general public can't buy it. So the idea is for everyone. It's for like normal middle class people, like upper middle class people who love decorating their houses. I think the kind of customer who comes on Mojato is very different from the kind of customer who comes on other portal, because people are actually looking for a very specific product. What happens on other portal is that there are too many things, and it's very confusing. But people who are coming on Mojato they are looking for specific thing which is related to art.
Story of the evening, we're going to introduce you to artist Atul Dodiya, who talked to us about his new show called Girlfriends in New Delhi. We often talk about how we fall in love with a work of art. But for Atul Dodiya, his longtime obsession with art history's great masters has created a series where their paintings take on an even more personal resonance.
Well, the show is called Girlfriends, French, German, Italian, Egyptian, Shantiniketan and Ghatkopar. Ghatkopar is the suburb where I live in Bombay. Essentially, the works are based on some of the well-known works from the masters from European art. Piero della Francesca was an early Renaissance painter who did a great cycle of frescoes in Arezzo. So the female figures are from his that particular fresco series. I have works on paper which is about figures from drawings from great German master Albert Dürer. And then there are Fayum portraits which are Egyptian. They were the first original portraits, done 2000 years back. And then upstairs we have a French and Shantiniketan as well. I thought that I've learned so much looking at this art all these years from early days at the art school. And today if I go and do something, attempt using those imagery, those images, how and what I will do and what will happen. I call the show Girlfriends, but there is a certain detachment, because I am looking at it as a work of art. The female figures based as a great work of art. So I feel that there is no sensual approach, So it's an imaginary dialogue definitely with the artist, using their images of female figures.
His show at Vadhera Art Gallery in New Delhi traverses century and country and medium. He blends Italian frescoes or the mural paintings common in 13th century Italy with the 20th century work of Lucio Fontana. In another room, he maps the image of his wife, artist Anju Dodiya, onto his interpretation of Egyptian portraits of women which were made 2,000 years ago. But not all his works are so steeped in an elusive history. Atul Dodiya is known for drawing from the cultural spectrum in his works, blending Bollywood with German modernism or political figures with conceptual artists.
Well, I must tell you something. It's also that one of my biggest regret, I was born and brought up in Bombay. I studied at the JC School of Art. It was a very much, we studied European paintings, but we never saw original European paintings. And the students here, we just hear about that, or we see reproductions in the book. But it's not the same as seeing the actual work in the way it is placed, the scale and size and the texture, everything matters. So I studied majority of these things by looking at the books. when I'm doing my own work, not like a ghost, but kind of some sort of they are there around me in my head, and I just allow them to enter in my work. A lot of people, they feel that there is a lesson in art history. Atul's work is a lesson in art history, or like you have to know many other things, but which I don't think it's important. I mean, you see the way you see a red color. Red color could be a very festive and happy for someone. For someone, it could be very dangerous. It could be, so I mean, there is no specific mode or way of looking at a work of art, and that's what I like.
Atul Dodiya created the entire Girlfriend series over the course of 2016.
I do take quite dramatic shifts, from show to show, in terms of medium, in terms of subject matter. I get very tired very quickly with, if I keep on repeating. But this taking risk and, allowing things, different things, that I have learned from the Western masters, particularly, people like say, Picasso and, Matisse and all those great French masters and some American artists, because they were not afraid, of failure. You see, it happened that we are so much, all the time we are looking for success, and success in itself is not a bad thing, it's a good thing, but I think it is not necessarily a good thing for painting, because once you are successful, then there is an intention to keep on repeating, because you know that people like this, you do well, you get a very positive response, people are also buying that kind of work, then that's a big danger zone, I would say. But after saying this, I feel, am I whatever I'm saying is right? I don't know. It's just a kind of sheer urge of, discovering things. You know that Picasso said, I do not seek, I find.
If you want to know more about Atul Dodiya's life and work and how he got here, then don't miss Mojarto Conversations next week. I sit down with him for 30 minutes and we go over all of this and so much more. Well, that's it for our show this evening. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. But in the meantime, if there's something that you want to share with us or ask us, then write to us at onart@ndtv.com. Good night.